Now in yogic culture or in spiritual culture, we believe this one that if you are empty, you are receptive. And if you are full with your thoughts, if you are full with certain emotions, then no matter how many things you have around you, you cannot receive. So why this name has been chosen like this? And then it is related to some histories, some mythological stories, and along with that some spiritual experiences. So Kumbh means the pot, the whole place in India at that particular point become a pot which can invoke or involve or gather the energy, cosmic energy. That's why it's known as Kumbha. So Kumbh, literal meaning is pot, but the place become a Kumbha to invoke, to absorb the cosmic energy. And you go there to align with that. That's why it's so important. So there is a Purna Kumbh, there is a Kumbh, then there is Ardha Kumbh. Ardha Kumbh means after 6 years. When it comes to the last time when I went, it was in 2019 in Prayagraj, that was the Ardha Kumbh. Then there is the Purna Kumbh, which basically happen every 12 years in different places. Then there is Mahakumbh. This one is Mahakumbh. Okay? And why it is called Mahakumbh? Because the Purna Kumbh, complete Kumbh, happens every 12 years. When there are 12 cycles of 12 years are over, then it's Mahakumbh. So 12 into 12, 144. So in your lifetime, it will only happen one time. If you live for more than 100 years, still only one time you can experience it. Now after this, you can't experience this. Okay? Next generation will experience this. It happened in 4 places: Prayagraj, which is right now happening, then Ujjain, Nasik, and Haridwar. 4 places are basically decided for Kumbh to connect with the tenants. Next one. So if you see like Sai Yoga Bhajan, it is real. It is like this actually. It is really like this literally. This is Triveni Sangam here. It is literally like this. So it's biggest spiritual gathering. It's not about religious gathering. It's a spiritual gathering, and it's 45 days event. It started on 14th of January, 13th, 14th of January, Makar Sankranti. It will end on Mahashivratri on 26th of February. So, and it is expected that there could be 400 to 500 million people will travel to this place. Till now, it is almost 300 million people have already traveled to this place and take a dip into this city. So, they basically developed a whole temporary city in this area, like Olympic Village. They built up Kumbh city. Next one. Now, according to history, basically, how it has started or how people know about it. In the story, in our villages and all this, what we call Samudra Manthan, you all know, the churning of ocean. In Bali, you have a lot of places where we have this painting and carving and all this. So it is been said that at one particular time, Deva's energy was a bit weak. So when it was weak, they decided to regain the energy and all this. So how to do it? So they decided to do Samudra Manthan, churning of ocean. Now they got one, to churn the ocean, it is very difficult. So the story goes like that. Okay? And so they choose one giri, one mountain, okay, Mandar Parvat. And then how to churn it? So you have one temple called Vasuki Baisakh temple. Baisakh. So the Baisakh temple in Indian culture we call it Vasuki. So that is the snake in Shiva's neck. So Vasuki Nag is very long snake. Okay, there are some evidence being found about them. There is a meters, around 15 meters long snake, something like that long snake. So they use that Vasuki Nag to churn the ocean, okay, with one giri, and then different things start coming out from the ocean. At the end, Lord Dhanvantari, Deva Dhanvantari, he come up with Amrita, nectar, okay, Amrita Kalasha. So when he come with Amrita Kalasha, then everyone want to take that Amrita because it is something very holy. If you take it, then you get some spiritual power. Okay, so Rakshasa and Deva, they had certain, conflict in all these. In that conflict, when they were taking the Kalash, it has been said that at 4 places a few of the drop of the Amrita fall down, and those 4 places become Kumbha Kshetra, Kumbha place, Prayagraj, Ujjain, Nashik and Ayodhya. These 4 places where the few drop of Amrita fall down. Okay? This is the story. Okay? According to history. Next one. But normally what happens? Okay? This is what Indian yogis, Indian gurus and spiritual seekers, they have basically find out that Jupiter completes its cycle in 12 years. So once the Jupiter completes its cycle, then the Kumbh happens. Jupiter in Indian language is known as Guru, Brahaspati, Brahaspati or Guru. So the Guru planet or Brahaspati, then it has very powerful impact on Earth. Okay? So when Jupiter completes its cycle, then the impact on the Earth is so powerful, and in certain areas on the Earth, the gravitational force, all other forces become so powerful. So there is so powerful force in that particular area, and anyone who enters in that area can sense that energy. So the whole thing is designed for that. That you notice that the planetary alignment is different, and now at one particular point on the Earth, which basically falling apart, okay, the energy or the cosmic energy is so strong. Now when you have realized that the energy is so strong, now a whole system is being developed to activate that energy, to keep that energy and benefit most people. That is how this whole thing has come into picture. Okay? Someone noticed that at one particular place in the land, the energy is so powerful. Then you create a whole system. Like in Bali, when Rishi Markandeya comes, he realized that there are certain places which are more very powerful in terms of spirituality. Then he developed the whole system of spirituality in Bali. And some temple become mother temple, some temple become very powerful. Then he made a chain. After that, people made a chain of temples to keep that energy. So Kumbh is like that. So Jupiter is known as Guru or Brahaspati.